Euro 2024 is here. And I don't know if it's because I'm getting older, lads, or if or if I'm just dumb. I'm not sure. But I cannot take the commentators on the Euro games anymore. I can't take commentators in football. Most commentators are okay, but like some are just out of control. Let me try to explain what I'm talking about here. I was watching Portugal. I was watching England versus Serbia. And I'm watching England. The first 30 minutes, England look okay. And then, things start to not be as great for England. They're not playing this remarkable football. They're not playing this tiki-taka football. They're not playing this beautiful Barcelona-style football, right? But they're winning. They're up 1-0. And then towards the end of the game, Serbia starts to attack more. And Serbia starts to play a little bit of a better game and starts to put England a little bit on the ropes. And the commentator starts saying, Southgate needs to be really upset with this performance. This performance is not good enough for England. This performance really needs to be looked at. This performance is not enough. This performance is da-da-da. This performance is blah, blah, blah. And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, Serbia is the same team that sent Portugal to the World Cup playoffs and qualifiers. Serbia is the same team that's been a decent team going like in these competitions. And it's like these commentators just don't have respect for teams. Serbia is a good team. Yes, did people expect England to come out and because of the players they have like Phil Foden and Saka and Jude Bellingham, are they supposed to drop 5, 6, 7 goals? Yeah, okay, cool, maybe. Maybe they're supposed to, but that's not gonna happen in major competitions all the time. A win is a win. Portugal won the Euro in 2016 pretty much without one good performance. I'm Portuguese and I'll tell you that. We went to penalties like every single game. We barely came out of our group. But a win is a win. At the end of the day, we won, and that's all that matters. England got 3 points. And at the same time that England got 3 points, Denmark tied their game, right? Denmark ties, which means the other two teams in the group, one is on 0 and the other two are on 1, which means if England ties their next game, they are on to the next round pretty much. They are into the knockout stages. That's it. Like, there's nothing more to it. I don't understand why we're taking this out of like, look, it's the first game of a major competition after the players want a little bit of a break after the season. A lot of the players on this team, or let's say Jude Bellingham on this team, just came off of a very long season, because he played Champions League as well, final. And it's just one of those things where it's like, bro, relax. First of all, England's never played tiki-taka football, bro. England's never played this beautiful, unbelievable, no disrespect to my English fans out there, but England's never played this remarkable game where you're like, wow, this team is, whoa, the way they like, bro, chill. They win games. They play football. They play fast-paced football. And the most important thing that people need to understand, let me get this out the way real quick because this kind of upsets me, man. The one thing I want people to understand is that England keeping clean sheets is what English fans should be happy about. Because when you look at teams like the Premier League teams and like English football in general, they've been a country that is very good at attacking, but defensively, that's not their strong suit, right? Italy and teams like that defend better. That's just the way it is. Even when you look at like the Champions League and stuff like that, like when you look at the Premier League teams, usually when they knock out a team, it's because they've put up more goals. It's not because they're playing over the years, right? Like it's not because they're playing this unbelievable defensive football. One of the teams out of the Premier League that does this sometimes well is Chelsea. But it's not often where you find an English team that plays this remarkably amazing defense. It's more usually just a balanced or a good attacking football. And at the end of the day, England kept a clean sheet against a pretty good team, and they scored a goal, and they won. And I think that's all people should talk about. That's it. And I think what really should be talked about is not how England's performance wasn't the greatest performance in the world, but how Jude Bellingham at 20 years old just finished him and Vinicius Jr. carrying Real Madrid, and then he steps onto the field with an English shirt on and does it again. It's a hard carry from him for 2 reasons. One, the way he positioned himself in the box as a midfielder, to know how to position yourself the way he positioned himself for that goal is unbelievable. That's number 1. Number 2, to have the balls, to have the heart, to have the want to go get that ball is ridiculous because he could have hurt himself. It is a very, very scary way to put your head into a position like that. The way he dove into that on like swung himself forward, it could have been very bad and he could have been dangerous, but he did it because he wanted to score. He wanted that goal. He put himself in that position. It ain't a tap in. He really, really jumped at that thing and got himself. It's a beautiful header, man. He just really, really put himself in danger to score for England and to do it for the shirt, right? To do it for the badge. Like, it's awesome to see. And I think, like, I want to say this really quickly to Barca fans, and I hope you guys don't get mad because I'm not throwing shade at you. I promise you I'm not, because I think Yamal is amazing. You guys have so many talented players. But I do want to say that a lot of people were hoping on Jude Bellingham's downfall. I remember when La Liga first started, a lot of people were like, oh, he's cooking because he played against trash teams. Now this season's over, first season where Real Madrid, and he's doing it for in the Euro for England. Jude Bellingham is 100% going to be the best midfielder in the world. We're not putting him there yet because players like Kevin De Bruyne still exist, right? But Jude Bellingham is going to be the best midfielder in the world. It's 1,000,000%. Jude Bellingham, in my opinion, will 100% win a Ballon d'Or in his career. The kid is extremely talented. The kid is one of the best players in world football already, and he's only 20 years old. And I am excited for the future of La Liga because of Yamal and because of Jude Bellingham. Obviously, Vinicius Jr. stuff, they're still very young. But when I look at Jude Bellingham at 20 and Yamal at 16 years old, the future of football, a couple years ago, I was like, man, football's not looking good when Messi and Ronaldo leave. And now I can look you in the face and say, you know what, Yamal, Jude Bellingham, Mbappe's still at a good age. We got Vinny. We just got Saka. We have so much talent, right? And I think football's in a very, very good place. Is it in the same place with Messi and Ronaldo? No. That was a different. You had Neymar, Messi, Ronaldo. That was Zlatan Ibrahimovic. That was different. But this is a very, very nice place to be in. So anyways, let's talk some more let's recap a couple of these games, right? Euro 2024 obviously kicked off with Germany. And I would like to say that they looked pretty good, man. They looked very nice. They moved the ball nice. They played well. They were, in my opinion, very impressive. And I talked about this before, and I'll talk about this again. I'll talk about this again. I didn't have them as a favorite going into the Euro. I have them as a favorite now. After watching them play their first game, I was very, very impressed with that. Incredible performance from them. Players played really well. Hungary, Switzerland went crazy. In the Spain game, this is massive. I don't know if Spain is them or if Croatia is at the end of that run with Luka Modric and all the great players they had, all the talent they had. I don't know if this is the end of a unbelievable Croatian team or if Spain are just them, right? So huge result for Spain. Big game from Yamal. I'll say this over and over and over again. The 16-year-old kid is absolutely phenomenal. The man is doing homework. Or let me say the kid is doing homework, okay? And then after doing his homework, he's going to play a football match and cooking up the Croatian defense. Yamal was barbecue chickening the Croatian defense. It was ridiculous. To do this at 16 years old, to actually start the first game of the Euro, not come off the bench. He started the first game of the Euro and he cooked. Unbelievable to him, man. At 16, 3-0, great game for Spain. We look at Italy against Albania. It was tough. They started off losing. I will say this, great result from Italy. We didn't know what to expect coming into this. They're obviously the defending champions, but we didn't know what to expect. They missed the World Cup. We didn't know if England was going to be good or bad. I mean, if Italy was going to be good or bad. And at the end of the day, I mean, they did what they had to do. 3 points are 3 points. You know what I'm saying? They got it done. It is what it is. And I think that's what I think that's all that matters right now. It's not about performances. For example, when you look at the Netherlands-Poland game, the Netherlands really struggled to get by Poland. Why? Because Poland, just like Serbia, that England played, are good teams. They are teams that are strong in the European competition. They are teams that always are there competing in the European competition. They're not a walk in the park. So the Netherlands struggled a little bit, but they got the 3 points. England struggled a little bit, but they got the 3 points. Oh, that's all that matters. Where I'm surprised was the Denmark game, because when the Denmark game started, I saw Denmark playing some really nice football. It was flowing good. They were passing well. They were aggressive. They were playing out of their minds. And then all of a sudden, Slovenia was able to tie the game up and take a point or get a point out of it, which was not good for Denmark. I don't know who England plays next. If England versus Denmark is the next game, I'm going to check really quickly. England versus Denmark, France, Netherlands, the next one. So that's going to be a really good game. France obviously hasn't played their first game yet. So Serbia is playing Slovenia and Denmark is playing England. This gets very scary for Denmark, because if Denmark loses to England, they're going to have to beat Serbia. And if Serbia is able to beat Slovenia, that result flipped everything upside down in that group. So Denmark is really, really going to have to come out with a very, very big performance against England. If they can get a draw here, that would be huge, but that's going to make it very, very, very interesting. And then obviously the Netherlands getting that late winner against Poland was huge, because now they play France. And we haven't seen France yet, so we don't know what France is going to look like, but We know France is going to look good. So that was huge for the Netherlands because they have a big, big game coming up. Let's speak about the games that are left, though, all right? We got Romania versus Ukraine. I don't know who's going to win this. I could see this be like a 2-2 draw. We'll see how that one goes. Belgium versus Slovakia. I think that Belgium is going to pick up the win here. I think so. I think Belgium will do it. France versus Austria. I think France is going to win this game. I don't know if they're going to win it big, but I do think they're going to win the game. Turkey versus Georgia. All right, blood. You good, man? Are you good? I think Turkey wins this game. Okay, I think Turkey's going to have a big game, and I think they're going to win it. And then we got Portugal versus Czech Republic. I'm scared as a Portuguese man because Portugal always usually starts competitions kind of weird. And a lot of times we go to playoff qualifiers, but this time we won our group without barely suffering any goals. We broke some records for ourselves in that group. So with that being said, Ronaldo looks pretty happy. I'm hoping for a big hat-trick day for Cristiano Ronaldo on Tuesday and Portugal gets the big result against Czech Republic. I hope that's what happens, but I wouldn't be surprised if Portugal slips up and ties this game. But a massive win here is needed, and I hope Portugal can do it. And I really hope Ronaldo has a big day to kind of shut the haters up because the haters have been saying he's too old. He shouldn't be. I saw one guy say that he shouldn't be starting, that Portugal could win the Euro, but Ronaldo's holding him back. Buddy, what are you watching? What are you talking about? Did you watch the friendly game the other day? Did you see the goal that Ronaldo scored? Look like vintage Ronaldo. Like, what are you saying to me right now? So you're telling me Gonçalo Ramos, who barely started for PSG, should start over Cristiano Ronaldo, who put up a ton of goals this year for Al Nassr? Oh my goodness, but that was the Saudi Arabia. Okay, but what about in the Euro qualifiers? Was Ronaldo not the top goal scorer? Like, blood, what are you saying? Why are you saying Ronaldo's? If anything's gonna hold us back, it's not gonna be Ronaldo, because if he's not having a good 45 minutes, pull him and put Gonçalo Ramos in. But to say that Gonçalo Ramos is better than Ronaldo right now, I don't know that's actually true. I think Gonçalo Ramos can become Portugal's starting number 9, but right now Ronaldo's still bagging a lot of goals. So I don't know what people are talking about, but that's kind of my recap of the first couple games, lads. I think to all English fans, because I know a lot of English fans are going to say kind of like what the commentators said, oh, it wasn't a good performance, blah, blah, blah. Relax, in my opinion. Why? Because England had the possession battle. They won that 54% over Serbia. Serbia took 6 shots. Okay, cool, but only 1 was on target. England took 5 shots, and 3 of them were on target, and 1 of them hit the back of the net from Jude Bellingham. Serbia fouled 19 times. England fouled 8 times. So even when England was trying to go forward and start playing a certain game, Serbia was fouling a lot. So I think there's a lot of things that go into England not having a great performance. Let's give Serbia credit for playing great defense, for stopping counterattacks, for fouling when they needed to foul, to slowing the game down when the game needed to be slow. Like, it's just one of those things where it's like we don't give enough credit because we see Jude Bellingham and Phil Foden and all these great players, you just think it's supposed to be a walk in the park. It's just like this France game coming up on tomorrow. Just because you see Mbappe and stuff, yeah, okay, they can run this game and win 5-0. No, but this is modern football, bro. And in modern football, you never know, man. A couple mistakes, a couple misses, and all of a sudden, a little defense. Look what Portugal did to France in 2016. We sat back, we waited and waited and waited and waited. They kept hitting the post. We kept making big saves. All of a sudden, Eder shoots one from the middle of the park, and we win the Euro. That's modern football, bro. Modern football is one of those things where if you defend well, matter of fact, let's talk about Madrid for 1 second. Madrid sat back against City. City attacked and attacked and attacked, and Madrid took their chances and eliminated Man City. It wasn't this unbelievable performance from Real Madrid. We're not going to sit here and be like, oh my gosh, Real Madrid played the best, nicest, beautiful football we've ever seen. No, they did what they had to do to win, and it worked, and it was beautifully done, and it was it was best tactics we've seen in a long time. They sat back, they attacked when they needed to, they defended when they needed to, and they got it done. And England today scored their goal early, got the defense in, didn't get scored on, attacked when they needed to attack, had chances to score goals, didn't score it, and they got the 3 points. At the end of the day, that's modern football, and that's what people should be looking at. 3 points for England. Congratulations to them. I don't know what these commentators are talking about. I think that if you're going to play your best football, do it in the knockout stages, bro. Get through the group and then play your best football in the knockout stages, because who cares if you dog somebody 7-0 and knockout in the group stage. Knockout stages is when you got to play your best football. That's all I got to say. Hopefully you guys are enjoying Euro 2024 as much as I am. I haven't missed a game, and I don't plan on it. I love it, bro. Like, I wish this thing could go for 2 months. Anyways, thanks for watching. I love y'all, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. We out of here.